There's a question that has been forming since the dawn of time. Something so important, so integral to our human experience, so jaw-droppingly intense that none have dared to ask it. That is, until now. That question is as follows. Which is better out of a world of giant alien robots versus other giant alien robots, and a world of giant robots versus giant aliens? Of course, I'm talking about Transformers and Pacific Rim, the only films that matter when it comes to huge metallic smackdowns in the name of saving Earth. Whilst it may seem pretty obvious from the outset who would squash the other like a car compactor into a tiny metal cube of shame, we're going to take a look at it all the same. With that in mind, I'm Ash from What Culture, and this is your #1 robot raw show, Transformers vs Pacific Rim. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe to stay notified. Ding, ding, done. Size. Getting straight into the nitty-gritty, this is definitely the largest disparity between our two beloved robot pals. And I'm sorry to say it, but size definitely does matter. Del Toro's Jaegers come in at over 250 foot tall, with the largest, Cherno Alpha, sitting at a whopping 280 foot. On the other hand, Transformers vary in size, and the leader of the Autobots, Optimus Prime, comes in at a meek 28 foot, making him literally 10 times smaller than the ocean defenders of Pacific Rim. I think it's fair to say that the well-endowed Jaegers have this one in the bag. Winner, Pacific Rim. Maneuverability. Of course, being small isn't that much of a hindrance when it comes to smashing shit up, and Transformers more than make up for their feeble size in their sheer determination to whiz around like the cast of Jersey Shore on a coke binge in all of Michael Bay's insane depictions. Able to transform into all sorts of human machinery and repurpose their bodies into whatever is most useful at the time, Autobots are designed to disable Decepticons through a range of quick, tactile movements embellished with missiles, guns, and all manner of explosive add-ons, making them very good at manoeuvring through tight spaces. Jaegers are limited by their construction. They can't utilise weapons that will maim kaijus in the same way as Transformers, as the blood is toxic and will devastate water supplies, making their main sources of combat sheer blunt force in hand-to-hand scenarios. They need to be sturdy, strong, and destructive in a different way, and this is a sacrifice to their agility. Transformers snips it when considering Jaegers can be disabled by the mental connection between the pilots dropping out like a bad AOL dial-up, rendering them all but useless. Winner, Transformers. Sword-wielding ability. Whilst we're on combat, there's no way we're going through these films without a solemn nod to the ludicrous notion of fully optimised robot fighters hashing it out with giant swords. But who does it better? In one particularly outrageous scene, Pacific Rim's Gypsy Danger activates a previously hidden sword mechanism, slicing open a kaiju in what can be accurately marked as the point in time where Guillermo del Toro completely gave in to the film's B-movie heritage. Whilst it's a short moment compared to the ongoing melee throughout the Transformers movies, it's one that's so badass it's at least on par with Optimus Prime and gang. On the actual handling of swords, it's got to be a tie. The fact that both of them do it at all is enough to make both of them winners, really. Strength. This is another no-brainer. Should a Jaeger catch hold of a pesky Transformer during a face-off, there's no way it isn't getting crushed like a tin can under a steamroller. They can wield cargo ships like baseball bats, are implemented with plasma cannons, and the OGs are fueled by a goddamn nuclear reactor. Yeah, transforming into a fancy car is a neat gimmick, but Jaegers literally use them as weapons to bounce off kaiju heads for fun. Winner, Pacific Rim. Functionality. This is an interesting section to speculate, as deep down we're pitting advanced human technology and humans themselves against an ancient alien race trained in taking down other giant robotic creatures. The Transformers have existed for thousands of years both on and off Earth, and have repeatedly defeated Decepticons bigger and badder than they are multiple times. Jaegers, sometimes their disadvantage, are powered by two human minds meshing with drift technology, requiring inherent understanding of each other and a neural awareness that stops them from chasing the rabbit. We're only as good as our technology, and as it stands, that technology is perfect for alien bashing, as demonstrated on the kaijus. Whether it would be as effective on something as self-aware and intelligent as a Transformer is an arguable case. Handing a single human the reins of a Jaeger is nearly impossible, whereas Autobots are self-sufficient enough to plough through. Completely regardless of their strength and size, the minds of the alien Transformers beat out our brutish human counterparts. Winner, Transformers. As films, let's be blunt, One is directed by Michael Bay and one is directed by Guillermo del Toro, with one rife in explosive action and playing on the nostalgia of our youth, and the other a visionary experience that subverts genre expectation with nuanced characters and development. Pacific Rim on the whole knows what it is and what it wants to achieve much more clearly than the tonally confused Transformers, and relays it in a much easier to watch fashion than the mangled metallic messes of Michael Bay's mind. Winner, Pacific Rim. Winner, winner, chicken dinner, it's a victory royale for Pacific Rim. In the face of a 25-story robot charged with nuclear power, armed with an abundance of ridiculous weaponry, and able to withstand attacks of almost any force, the maneuverable and logical Transformers don't stand a chance.
Oh, wasn't that something? Don't forget to like, share and subscribe below, and also the people who made this lovely video, they're appearing right here. But if you're thinking to yourself, I want to see more content, Jules, then why not look above my head, as there probably is some. I don't know. I can't see it. Until next time.